Welcome to a journey through timeless sophistication and stylistic fusion, where Ralph Lauren's equestrian aesthetic intersects with the intricate opulence of chinoiserie design. In today's video, we'll explore how to curate this exquisite fusion in your home, embracing a world where Oriental charm and Western luxury live in perfect harmony. The Equestrian Orient is not a trend, it's a cultivated lifestyle. This aesthetic marries the dignified spirit of English riding culture with the artistic romance of 18th century Chinese design. Think lacquered wood, detailed horse motifs, Ming vases alongside riding boots, and rich mahogany tones paired with silk embroidered panels. Chinoiserie, which emerged in Europe during the 17th century, was a fantasy of Eastern life, an artistic interpretation rather than a faithful reproduction. Intricate florals, pagodas, cranes, and dragons became decorative staples. When blended with Ralph Lauren's classic American refinement, this exoticism becomes both worldly and warmly familiar. Ralph Lauren's world is defined by equestrian grandeur, fine leather, plaid fabrics, and equine iconography. His interiors evoke a sense of heritage, grounded in American aristocracy. When this sensibility intertwines with the delicate flair of chinoiserie, it creates an elevated and storied visual narrative. The color palette is essential in bringing this fusion to life. Deep burgundy echoes equestrian jackets, while indigo and jade represent the Chinese porcelain and textiles. Gold accents, drawn from chinoiserie detailing, offer a regal touch, tying both cultures into a cohesive and dramatic scheme. Start with solid foundations, mahogany or cherry wood furniture in Ralph Lauren silhouettes, wingback chairs, canopy beds, and club armchairs. Add chinoiserie-influenced touches like bamboo-carved legs or lacquer finishes. Combine leather seats with embroidered silk pillows for rich textural contrast. Chinoiserie wallpapers are immersive works of art. Hand-painted scenes with cranes, gardens, and peacocks offer a backdrop of storytelling. Layer this with equestrian-themed framed art, perhaps oil paintings of thoroughbreds or vintage polo matches, for a gallery effect that celebrates heritage and fantasy. In this aesthetic, pattern is your greatest ally. Toile de Joie and tartan, hallmarks of Ralph Lauren's palette, can sit beside Chinese cloud motifs or cherry blossom prints. The key is cohesion through scale and color. Pair large Oriental murals with tighter, repetitive Western textiles for a visual rhythm. Anchor the room with Persian-style rugs, Chinese Aubusson carpets, or equestrian-themed needlepoints. Wood or dark-stained floors offer the perfect base. You might also consider bamboo matting layered under a luxe Ralph Lauren wool rug, creating depth while honoring both cultural aesthetics. Lighting sets the mood. Crystal chandeliers with brass fittings feel aristocratic and timeless. Lantern-style sconces or lamps with chinoiserie bases bring in Eastern romance. Use soft amber lighting to create a sense of mystery and warmth, enhancing the theatricality of the decor. Decorate with framed Chinese ink paintings or scrolls beside equestrian watercolors and vintage racing posters. This juxtaposition invites conversation. The goal is not contrast, but convergence, blending depictions of ancient dynasties with 19th-century fox hunts to craft a seamless visual storyline. Ralph Lauren accessories like monogram trunks, leather valet trays, and nickel candle holders ground the look in Western elegance. Add these pieces near Oriental ceramic stools or Qing Dynasty-inspired pottery for curated contrast that suggests both global travel and domestic permanence. Incorporate sculpture deliberately. Bronze horse busts, riding stirrup bookends, or even a vintage saddle displayed on a stand add Ralph Lauren's equestrian touch. Balance these with Chinese guardian lions or jade figurines for a dual homage to strength, protection, and nobility. Drapes in imperial silk, velvet throw blankets, and hand-embroidered cushions invite tactile engagement. Look for Chinese motifs, dragons, lotus blossoms, and Ralph Lauren staples like houndstooth or crest embroidery. The layering of textures tells a story that's as much about touch as it is about style. Set your dining table with blue and white Chinese porcelain atop dark, worn leather placemats. Add gold cutlery and horsebit napkin rings. A Chippendale sideboard displaying oriental teapots beside crystal decanters encapsulates the refined contradiction of the Equestrian Orient lifestyle. Your home office or study becomes a haven of masculine elegance. Leather-bound books, Chinese calligraphy brushes in ginger jars, and Ralph Lauren's banker-style lamps combine scholarly discipline with aristocratic charm. Add an oriental folding screen for drama and functionality. Design your bedroom with a Ralph Lauren 4-poster bed, layered in tartan and silk. A chinoiserie armoire becomes a focal point, while bamboo trays and lacquered side tables complete the look. The room should feel like an imperial retreat with an English countryside soul. Bring life into the design with bonsai trees, orchids, or even ferns in aged terracotta pots. Chinese garden stools serve as plant stands. Topiaries and English ivy nod to the outdoorsy elegance of Ralph Lauren's country style while harmonizing with the naturalism of chinoiserie. scent completes the ambience. Choose candles with notes of sandalwood, leather, amber, and green tea. These fragrances embody the dual essence, evoking both a rich study lined with leather books and a tranquil Eastern temple. Fragrance should reinforce mood and memory in your space. This style is not about restraint. Layer with intention, stacks of books on lacquered trays, throws on chairs, tassels on drapery. Each element should feel selected and storied. Let the home feel collected over time, as if inherited from generations of travelers and tastemakers. Bring the look outside with wrought iron furniture topped with chinoiserie printed cushions. Add Ralph Lauren-inspired plaid blankets for chillier evenings. Lanterns, potted bamboo, antique trays complete a patio that feels both imperial and comfortably American. Your foyer should whisper the entire story immediately. A Chinese console table under a vintage polo-themed mirror, flanked by porcelain vases, offers a bold first impression. Use equestrian gear like leather gloves or riding hats as decorative nods to the lifestyle behind the aesthetic. One of the strengths of this style is balance. Chinoiserie brings femininity through curves and intricate detail. Ralph Lauren's equestrian influence introduces masculinity with structure and leather. Together, they create a space that feels inclusive, luxurious, and deeply personal. This style can extend to children's rooms too. Imagine rocking horses beside Chinese toy chests, tartan bedding with panda print pillows. Keep the richness without overwhelming. Use durable fabrics and whimsical Eastern touches to create magical yet practical spaces. In summer, lighten fabrics and introduce more bamboo or rattan. In winter, embrace tartan throws, darker woods, and warm lighting. This fusion adapts well with the seasons, offering opportunities to refresh without losing the stylistic core. Be mindful and respectful in your choices. Celebrate authentic craftsmanship, support Asian artisans, and use reproduction pieces responsibly. The goal is homage, not mimicry. By blending with knowledge, you create a space that feels global, respectful, and inspired. to estate sales, antique markets, Ralph Lauren home collections, and Asian import stores for finds. Layer high-end designer pieces with vintage scores for authenticity. Don't rush, this style rewards patience and curation. From penthouse apartments to countryside manors, homeowners are weaving this style into every type of residence. Interviews and tours show how individuals use their heritage, passions, and personalities to adapt the Equestrian Orient to their unique lifestyle. The magic is in the details, an embroidered cushion here, a brass horsehead hook there. When these layers interact, you create a home that whispers stories from different worlds but sings in one harmonious voice. That's the art of curating true chinoiserie glamour with Ralph Lauren luxury. Thank you for joining me in this journey through the Equestrian Orient, a style as bold as it is romantic, as worldly as it is personal. Let your home reflect your passion for heritage, elegance, and storytelling. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more decor inspiration every week. See you next time.